I can't do anything right. I'm just the worst. Nobody likes me. You don't like me. I don't have any friends. You like the other kids better than me. I'm just so. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm better off if I'm not even here. I wish I was dead. So today, guys, we're going to talk about something a little serious. So for my younger super kids, this may not be for you, but if you've ever thought those things, we're going to be talking today about how to take that negative self-talk, that when we call ourselves names, when we think that nobody likes us, when we say that we would be better off not existing, that's what we call negative self-talk. We're going to be talking about that today and how to swap that when we feel downright rotten. So I'm curious, out of my super kids that are here today, this may be for my older super kids, but out of my super kids that are here today, let's go ahead and do a shout out. And when you do your shout out, when you tell me where you're watching from and how old you are, can you just put an emoji with it? Like, how are you feeling this morning, this Saturday morning? How are you feeling right now? Go ahead and put that in for me so I can shout out to you. I can say hello, telling me where you're watching from. This is episode 26, and we're going to be talking about how to swap negative thoughts and all of that self-talk that we do inside our head. All right, so I see so many of you are here. My mask always makes me fog up. Oh my goodness. So is it okay? I'm going to take that off. And do I have your permission today, Super Kids, to talk about something very, very serious? It's the way we talk to ourselves. So, and I need to be really honest with you guys. Sometimes I do this. Sometimes I still talk negative to myself. I say things like, "Oh, you should know better, Dana." Or I say, "Oh, I should be able to do this." Or I say things like, "Oh, I feel so embarrassed. I feel so stupid." And I call myself names. Have you ever done that? Have you ever called yourself names? Natasha's here. Luis is going to share with Ginny. Absolutely. Hello, Ginny, when you watch on replay. I love it. So how many of you guys have dealt with these? What have you called yourself before? Dante's feeling good this morning. I see that big smile in the comments. I love it. Natasha, how are you feeling this morning? Have you guys ever felt this way? Have you ever called yourself a name? So before we get into our activity today, I want to pull up some thought monsters because that's really what is going on in our head when we are calling ourselves names. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out two different ones. These are my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these up. Let's see. You guys see that? So we're going to be talking about how to swap negative self-talk. And who I want to share with you today is Negative Nelly. The I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. I'm the worst. I'm stupid. I'm not good at this, right? Nobody likes me. I don't have any friends. Have you ever said any of those things to yourself? So what we're going to be doing today is calling on the sparkler, and we're going to be finding the things about us that actually are not the worst, or maybe why. We're going to be diving into those questions. So for your activity, if you want to get a piece of paper and you want to help me with this, it will be so awesome. I would love to see your swaps today. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pull my banner down. So we did our thought monster swaps. And the first thing I want to do before we get into moving and grooving, I want you to post in the comments a word or a name you've called yourself. So we're going to start over here with maybe something you've said about yourself. And if you're doing this later and you're going to post your activity, then you would make this your one sheet of paper, this right here. So, one sheet of paper. This is the negative things. The things that if you said to someone else, it might hurt their feelings. Things like, I'm the worst. Things like, I'm stupid. Or nobody loves me. So we're going to start with those. And what we're going to do is we're just going to say, you know what? It is okay to have those thoughts. It is okay. A lot of times your grown-ups might say, don't call yourself stupid. You're not stupid. You're not the worst. And then we kind of put up a big, huge block because we really feel that way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to separate the words we're using with the feelings that are actually behind it and use Fact Finder Freddy to help us find how to swap those negative self-talk. Yeah, I'm dumb, or you hate me. Absolutely. So that's what you would put right here. And we're going to be swapping that in just a minute. But what I want to do first is I found some SuperKids that I want to share with you because it fits so well with what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my guy. Here we've got an amazing SuperKid here who shared it on Facebook recently, right here, and he wanted us to see. So he did the SuperKids activity from the very first episode. If you've not seen it, the way you do this activity is you write down a word that you either call yourself or maybe others have called you. How do others make you feel? And then what you do is you get to break it. Roar. And then you come up with a new word to describe yourself, right? Caring and loving. Oh my goodness. Yes. And so if your kids, I'm going to talk to you grown-ups here in just a minute, but right now I'm talking to your SuperKids. So how awesome is that SuperKid? So I've got another one later, but I'm going to stick with this one. So let me go ahead, pull this down. I know it's hard to hear, right, Luis? Right? Okay, so let me go ahead and grab my paper so we can do this together. So we have our words like you hate me, or I'm dumb, or nobody likes me, or I'm stupid, or I'm the worst, I'm awful, I can't do this. So these are our negative thoughts. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to find another sheet of paper. And what we're going to do is we're going to think about the feelings that are behind those thoughts, because that's a thought or something we're saying. That does not mean that's how we feel. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up with our feelings. So when we think I'm the worst, we might be feeling frustrated or confused. When we say something or think I'm stupid, we think maybe the feeling is regret, or the feeling is sadness, the feeling is worry. Yeah. Do you guys see how we're swapping? We're swapping from I'm the worst to I feel. So this is what we say, and this is what we're going to think. This is our new feel. So we're going from a thought or a saying to a feel. And now that's not enough sometimes. Sometimes when we are thinking something and feeling something, now we need to think about why we're feeling it so that we can be able to describe it to our feeling. Oh, nobody loves me. What feeling would be under that? Maybe lonely. Maybe you feel like you maybe don't fit, or you feel like you're always in trouble, and so you're feeling ashamed or guilty. So many feelings can be hiding under those words that we're thinking and the things that we're calling ourselves. And so once we know that it comes from a thought, and we can see what is the feeling behind that, and then we can say, why do I feel this way? So I'm going to get super curious with Fact Finder Freddy. And I'm going to think now, at first, your brain is going to go, I don't know why I think this. I think this way because I am stupid. I think this way because no one likes me. I think this way because I am the worst. I think this way because I made a mistake. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. So we're going to dig deep. Why do you feel frustrated? Why do you feel confused? Why do you feel sad? Right? So maybe it's that you can't find a game to play with, right? You want to play a game and can't find someone. Or maybe you're feeling stupid because you made a mistake. Maybe you're feeling like you're the worst because you keep getting in trouble. You can write these or draw this. Write them or draw them. So if we're now, my 7-year-olds, I know you're just learning to read, and normally I would draw these out, but I ran out of room. So you got to give me thumbs up or thumbs down if this is helping you swap those nasty thoughts of, actually, they're not nasty thoughts. They are very normal thoughts, but swap that negative self-talk that just kind of makes you go and melt to really getting to the bottom of it so that we can tell someone else, or we can find a next step. So now that we know why it's happening, now we have the facts, right? So we have our thoughts, our feelings. Oh, and then I'm going to go into the why, or the facts. All right. So I see Sophia saying, wonderful topic. Awesome. Okay. So now that I have this, now that I know that I am frustrated, now what I need to do is I need to come up with something to say. Right? And it would go like this. I feel this way because blank. And now, once we've done that, now we can do a swap. And when I look at a swap, I like to think that this isn't the worst thing. These details aren't the worst thing. It's, why is that? Like, maybe you get in trouble. What are you getting in trouble for? Are you getting in trouble for talking a lot, for jumping on things? So now can you swap that to, man, I'm really energetic, or man, I'm really outgoing, or man, I really like to, I like time to myself, or I get overwhelmed when there's lots of information, like some of you might be right now. Scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling right now about our talk? So maybe instead of calling myself bad, I might swap that. Instead of bad, I might swap that to, maybe I'm fierce because I was standing up for myself. Maybe instead of stupid, I might swap that to still learning. Maybe instead of hate, like you hate me, you could swap that to I want to play, right? So we're swapping from that negative thought, and there's a bunch of steps in between. Do you guys think you can do that? So we start with, let's go back, let's review. We start with our thought, and we swap it to our feeling, and then we swap it to the facts, and then we swap it to our statement, And then finally, we're able to make it to the swap. Okay? So it's those simple little steps of moving from here down to, oh, I'm not bad. I'm just fierce. Or, oh, I need to be heard. So you're really coming up with what the need is behind what you're doing. So let's move in. I know you need some wiggles, right? We have been sitting here thinking a lot. Scale 1 to 10. How you feeling right now? How much wiggles do you need? Let's go in to a wiggle break. So here's what I like to do. When I am feeling not so great, not so good about myself, I like my wiggle breaks to be a really strong superhero pose like this. And I like to maybe even stomp like this. And I like to put my hands in the air and stretch. And sometimes I like to run in place because it gets my energy up. So we can run in place, run in place, run in place, run in place. Oh, I knocked the back. Can you run in place, run in place, run in place? Awesome. Whew. All right. So I think we're ready for our calm down toolkit. And for that, I'm actually going to bring a super kid in. So let me go ahead and pull that super kid in. Say, oh, super kids, are you here? Super awesome. I got 2 super kids to share with you today. Let me grab that. All right, here we go. Ready?
Stop and breathe.
All right, so I'm going to do it one more time because this is our calm down.
Stop and breathe.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop when we're calling ourselves names, when we're thinking that we're not good enough, when we think that our parents don't love us. We're just going to stop and we're going to take a big deep breath. We're going to go one more time. And that'll get us ready to do the work that we did today. Instead of, I am the worst, I could say, I feel frustrated because I keep making mistakes. Can you help me? And that is the train your adult, is being able to tell your grown-ups that you are not broken or you're not bad. But I got to tell you, when your grown-ups hear certain words like, you hate me, you don't love me, they take it really personal and they think that you really mean those things instead of being able to hear what you're really trying to say. The words coming out of your mouth might be, I hate you, I don't love you, nobody loves me, and you hate me, and I have no friends, and all of those things might be coming out of your mouth. But when you're calm, if you can do the activity we talked about today, and you can say, you know what, Mom, I don't mean it when I say I don't love you. I don't mean it when I say that I hate you. I don't mean it when I say that you hate me. I'm just usually really frustrated. And usually it means that I don't feel like I'm getting the help I need. And I feel like I'm getting in trouble for something that maybe we could talk about. So outside of the moment is when you're going to talk to your super kids. All right. So, or when you're going to talk to your grown-up about this, because you got to remember, grown-ups are going to want to love you and protect you. But sometimes when you say certain things, it makes them really, really sad. And it makes them have hurt feelings. And then they end up saying things that they don't love. So let's review real fast and go over. Let's go over real fast what we're going to do with our with those negative thoughts. When we have this negative thought, like I'm the worst or I'm stupid or nobody loves me, we're going to swap that over to our feelings. I feel frustrated, confused, worried, sad, lonely, ashamed. And then we're going to try to dig under the surface and find the facts. I keep getting in trouble. I made a mistake. I wanted to play. And then we're going to come all the way back over here and come up with something to say to our grown-up to get help. I feel blank. Maybe I feel worried because I keep making mistakes. And then we can make that swap. So next time we can say something else instead of I'm stupid. We could say something like, I need a lot of processing time, or I need help with my work, or I need to tell my grown up that I want to play. And so that's your simple steps. What I'd love to see, you don't have to show me the in betweens, but if you would show me your thought to your swap, oh my goodness, it would make me so incredibly proud to see you post those with your grown up and share those so that your grown up can help you the next time you are feeling these negative self talk. All right, guys, big hearts and love to you. I will see you next Super Kids Saturday. And I think we will have Miss Caitlin back in town. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.